Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am meteorologist Kylie Bearse. Hope you're having a great Tuesday afternoon after a very interesting Tuesday morning. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. And if you guys have any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll try to answer them after I give you guys a little update on your forecast. So let's go ahead and start with a live look outside from the Mile High City, where we do have, a little bit of kind of that hazy sunshine out there. And then when you head up into the high country, things are looking a lot more gray. We've got that cloud cover, and then traffic is moving on I-70 right now. So that's good news. So no problems really there. As far as your temperatures go, this is where things get interesting. This morning we had a temperature inversion set up, and what that means, and this is kind of how I explain it to my second graders, normally when you go straight up into the sky, the temperatures would go down, right? They would get colder the higher you go. Well, when an inversion sets up, when you go up into the sky, there's actually this cap, and those temperatures actually will get warmer higher up. So that's why, and you can actually see that really well when you're looking at the front range temperature map. We've got temperatures in Denver at 21 degrees, but once you get up toward Evergreen, Conifer, you get a little bit higher in elevation, you're up above that inversion, and those temperatures are warmer. So right now we still have those low clouds that are hanging out over Greeley and Fort Morgan, Fort Lupton at about 17 degrees, so all in the teens there. DIA also in the teens. Here in Denver, we're at about 21, but then you start to travel down toward Castle Rock, and there's a big jump in those temperatures, and that's because we aren't seeing that cloud cover there. So just depending on where you're at across the front range, we could all be dealing with a very different type of day. There were even some snowflakes that were sneaking out of those clouds a little bit earlier this morning. So right now the wind not doing a whole lot, and that's pretty typical. Once we see an inversion set up, we need a pretty good storm system to actually break it up, and we're just not going to see that. So after really windy conditions the last couple of days, things have really settled. Still a bit breezy up in the mountains, but highs today, they are tough when you get an inversion set up. You can see they're in the 20s for most of northeastern Colorado. Here in Denver, we should make it to about the mid 30s, and then as we're looking down toward the Springs, it'll be a little bit warmer there. But just a heads up for the next couple of days, because we are anticipating this inversion to stick around for just a bit. Things could be a little bit harder when it comes to forecasting. It's a really challenging forecasting situation, so you might just want to have a little bit of grace when you're looking at the forecast and just dress in layers. Be prepared for anything. But we'll get you up to date here as we're looking at HD Doppler. We do have a storm system that's moving throughout our high country right now. You can see that when I zoom into HD Doppler and we're looking at radar in that northeastern corner of the state, I've still got a few flurries that might be sneaking out of there, but most of our snow is up in the high country right now, mainly past west of the Continental Divide, where we're seeing all of that cloud cover and snow coming down. All right, looking at your forecast for the rest of today, we'll continue to see that snow falling with the heaviest snow late this afternoon into later on this evening, and then we head into the overnight hours, and it slowly starts to taper off as we get into midday tomorrow. So with this, we do have winter weather advisories in effect for our northern mountains up near Rabbit Ears Pass, for Elkhead, and we're looking at Steamboat Springs right about that 6 to 12 inch range. And not only that, the reason we get these winter weather advisories is they give us a good idea of difficult travel conditions. So with this, we are looking at 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts on top of that snow. So that means blowing snow, which of course, means that things could be a little bit difficult. And also just a reminder, high avalanche danger. We are under an avalanche watch until 7 a.m. tomorrow. So it's really, really important I would recommend staying out of the backcountry. At the very least, if you're going, make sure that you are absolutely prepared and you've taken every single class that you need before heading back there, because we are talking really dangerous conditions. All right, chilly temperatures continue overnight down to about 19 degrees. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be slightly warmer, but again, depending on where that inversion is, the things could be a little bit challenging when it comes to forecasting. So mid 30s for Greeley is what we're looking at right now. Chilly out over the eastern plains. That Arctic air mass has just kind of moved in, and it's going to get even colder as the week goes on. Look at that. Okay, we'll be in the 30s and 40s the next couple of days. Another chance for snow come Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not only that, look at Saturday and Sunday. Those temperatures waking up in the morning are going to be below zero. We're talking really cold temperatures and only highs in the teens for both of those days. So it's certainly going to be a very, very cold situation as we're looking ahead toward the weekend. And I know that Corey Reppenhagen, one of our other meteorologists, is working on a story about the polar vortex and about that Arctic air that's coming on in. So look for that. I'm not sure exactly what show it's in, but look for that later on tonight on 9 News and then at 9news.com. All right, let me hop on over to Facebook and see if I can find any questions that you guys have to answer them. All right, I found it. Making our way down. We got 12 comments. Eddie says hi from northern Minnesota. It's 6 below there. Yeah, you guys have been dealing with some insane temperatures. Hope you guys are staying warm. Chuck is saying, I can't remember if January is dry along the Front Range as last month. Do you think Metro Denver will get some big snowstorms in February and March? Well, as far as where this past January lines up, oh shoot, the comment disappeared. As far as where last January lines up as far as, you know, previous ones, it certainly wasn't our driest one, but it was below average. As far as looking forward, I don't like giving out long range forecasts, but everything that we've been seeing so far is falling in line with a La Nina year. But here's the good news. March and April are our snowiest months. So I know we think about January, the middle of winter, we expect to get a ton of snow, but actually January is one of our least snowy months of the entire winter season. Kimberly's asking, how's the wind forecast? Much better. It's going to be a whole lot lighter here over the next couple of days, which is good news. I believe until Thursday. We'll see that pop on up. I wish Facebook would change it so that I could see all of your comments at once. As we're looking ahead. Oop, that's my voice. Okay, let me see. Anyone else has any questions? Violet is saying March is usually heavy snow. That is true. I think I'm saying your name right. Becky saying that she loved the flurries this morning. It was pretty. Yeah, I was talking with Corey Rippenhagen about that actually because it was really gorgeous and it was just little snowflakes just squeezing out of that kind of layer of clouds that we had in the sky. We had just enough upslope, which means that we get the winds that push right up against the mountains, and then when it goes up, we see that air just kind of squeeze out any moisture that's in it. So that's what we were dealing with. All right. Seth says, good afternoon. Diane says, hi, hello to all of you. David's asking, when is the next warm-up expected? Ooh, we're going to have to wait until next week at the earliest for that. Shelby's asking, clear tomorrow morning for flying out of DIA. It won't be completely clear. In fact, we could get some clouds and a couple of flurries, but I don't anticipate anything that would cause any sort of problems except for maybe some visibility. How about that wind on Saturday? Yeah, that was pretty wild. Preston's asking, can we wash our cars? Ooh, I would wait until next week to wash your car. I think that would be the best bet. We've got a chance for snow later on this week and this weekend. Denise says it's snowing there in Crested Butte. Excellent. That is good news. We love seeing that snow up in our mountains. No wants to snow, so does Daniel. Alex, are you asking me about the weather in Florida for Sunday? I can look it up for you, but I have not forecasted for Florida. I can look it up right now. It is a little bit early to give an exact forecast for Sunday, but we'll take a look. Looks like Sunday they've got mostly cloudy with a chance for showers. All right. Seeing a couple of questions about Thursday for snow. Most of that looks to be in the mountains. I'm seeing our better chance for snow come Thursday night into Friday, and then Saturday as well. What was our January precipitation? Okay, I can look that up. I'm going to do it, you didn't specify, but I'm going to do it for Denver since that's where most of our records are kept. All right. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay. We ended up at 0.22 for total precip. And then as far as snow goes, we were at 3.1 inches. So that's where we landed for January. Oh, Cody's asking about the upcoming wind for Saturday. Let me see. I haven't gotten quite that far. Pull up my wind forecast. Sorry, I'm hopping between a couple different websites here. Okay. I don't know that I can get too specific, but let me see. Looks like it could be a little bit breezy on Saturday. Yep. We'll be watching it. Could be breezy though. Louis says hello from Aurora. Is the January precip above or below average? That would be below average just based on snow alone. On average, we see about 6.6 inches of snow in January, and last month we only got about 3.1 inches. But as far as the amount of precip, we were actually only 2/10 of an inch below average. So January, even though we average that in snow, it's not that heavy wet snow that you see in March. So you just don't quite get the same amount of moisture in it. Violet's asking, how do I stay so upbeat? I do hike a lot. Yep, that's part of it. You know, I try and stay positive, but I'm certainly not always upbeat, but I love when I get to talk about weather on here with you guys, so it's not bad. All right, I think I got to as many questions as I could. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. You get the lovely Kathy Sabin back here again tonight at 4 or 5, and then I believe she's on next as well. So you will get to talk with her, and then Danielle's back tomorrow on the noon show, and I will see you guys this weekend because I'm off for the next couple of days. So have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.